streamline government agencies and conduct rigorous evaluation of projects in order to relieve funding pressure for the next budget. Tax experts from Ernst Young also say creating a predictable tax regime would support economic growth.
In 42 days, the National Treasury Cabinet Secretary is expected to table a 3 trillion shillings budget for the next financial year in the National Assembly. The draft document indicates that the budget would be 300 billion shillings more than the 2.7 trillion shillings tabled in June last year. Tax experts at Ernst Young say this could be due to the COVID-19 crisis, ongoing capital-intensive projects, the upcoming general elections, as well as servicing of debts estimated to cross the 1 trillion shillings mark. Ernst Young tax experts project that funding the budget could be a challenge.
Still, there's an increase of recurrent expenditure. The story talks of we are rationalizing, but when you look at the numbers, they have increased. So are we bold enough to question some of them?
Where we are borrowing to fund recurrent expenditure, and this just puts the pressure on the country and on the meager resources that we already have. Government is already facing increasing pressure to fund initiatives and projects to alleviate emerging socio-economic and infrastructure challenges.
A challenge in terms of absorption of the budget. And when you're looking at the absorption of the budget, it is both at national level and also at county level.
They recommend streamlining the ministries and parastatals and renegotiating conversion of some loans into grants to relieve the funding pressure. They are also calling for reforms of the tax system to create a predictable tax environment to boost investment.
And improving the deficit is always to raise taxes. But there has been proof that it's not only raising taxes that can actually help you improve your tax collection. When you raise taxes, you normally impact compliance. The taxes become prohibitive and people reduce in their compliance. When you look at Kenya, we have a very huge informal sector that doesn't know anything about taxation. Can the government start thinking out of the box and probably reducing or creating flat rate tax systems that can enhance compliance?
There is concerns of the ballooning national debt, which is about 2/3 of the GDP, noting that the borrowing has been driven by increased expenditure coupled with falling revenue collections in the face of a tough economic environment. In the draft budget policy statement, the National Treasury has tasked KRA to collect 1.8 trillion shillings.